Too bad. No reaction there. So I'm gonna check out all the likely spots. Wait a second. What is it, Apollo? You spread that little desk over there. I don't think so. This way probably can't reach that far, you know? Let's check it out, just to be sure. Huh! Reaction, Apollo! Ah! Where? Where? Instead of that cute little frame. Look! Well, look at that. Nice go, Trilogy. I'm known to work magic. Never mind that I was the one who found it. Oh, the inside of that frame had poison on it. Looks like we found the only other place that was poisoned in any case. Emma, about this. Oh, that. Yes. Why, that's a bright red envelope. So is Jumpy. Someone opened this, didn't they? My lips are sealed. Your lips are sealed? That's a fuss! You mean, you know what's inside the envelope? Sir, I read it after all. Ah, you mean you were the one who whipped this open? Please, I would have steamed it open. She did sneak a peek at it, apparently. Now that I have a powerful weapon on my side. Weapon? Yes, the use of tools. Highly specialized tools for information gathering. Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. You should try flattering call, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors. So I heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. About that envelope we found. I was wondering if you could help us out with the tool you were mentioning. You want to know about my tool, do you? It's called an X-ray analyzer. X-ray? Like the X-rays you get at the dentist? That's right. At least that's what I call it. Huh? It has a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray spectralization. Something. How am I supposed to remember all that? So, basically it lets you see inside things, like envelopes? That's right. Yes up, Trilogy. It's a bit more complicated than that in practice, of course. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works scientifically. Can I try it out, Emma? Please? Oh, I suppose. Of course, I've already checked out everything suspicious myself. Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo. Ah, what are you doing? Oh, I'm seeing if I could see through your hair. But it's like lead. Point that thing at me and more, and it might all fall out. Then I wouldn't need an X-ray machine to see through it. Let's just get down to business, shall we? Right, let's just on a sample first. It just so happens that I have a lottery ticket here. Stick the sample in the device like so. I don't see anything. Makes sense. There's no need to get all antsy. Look at the right side of the screen. That's the layout view of the envelope. Layout view? You got it set to display the outside of the envelope. Now see? Actually, it's quicker to just have you give it a try. Turn that dial there with the dial for me, would you? That's right. That's how you choose what death you want to scan. Hey, I got something! See? That's how you can read the letters on the ticket inside. Cool, huh? Except, I can't read them. Let's turn the dial a little more. What you have to understand is that I see the paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see that paper is like a bunch of hills and valleys. Wow, really? This X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.05 microns. It breaks cards down into thin layers so it can only show what's written on that layer. I'm entirely following you, but what good is it if you can't read anything? That's right, we go on to step 2. Try rubbing the image a bit, if you would. Rubbing? Like going over the image with the other set of the other dial while holding action? There, that fixes the image on the screen. Now, turn the dial again, just a little. Good. Now you can rub this image to fix it too. Hey, I get it! We'll just keep doing this until we got the whole thing. Exactly. Not bad. Neat. Let's do some more. Okay, let's print this one out. Ouch, you lose. At least you know where you stand, huh? Anyway, now you see the true hidden power of my weapon. Neat, huh? Now, let's try it out on the wheel thing, shall we? Okay, let's print this one out. Someone deposited $100,000 into Mr. Mushroom's account? He's paintings must be really valuable. There's another page in there. Can I take a look? You bet I do. If you're going to read someone's mail, you might as well read it all. There goes with the second page then. Alright, let's print this one out. So it was a letter about payment for one of his paintings. Wow, the secrecy though. And what? Why was this letter the only one in here? It's 7 years old, right? Maybe it had some special significance to him. Well, Emma? Well, indeed. She knows something she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. So, Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came here for a story the night of the crime? I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's going to be a witness tomorrow, I hear. I thought so. I'll never forget that face, but what was his name? Oh, right. Russell. Russell? He's after a scoop to sell to the papers. So a reporter comes for an interview with a painter. His first interview ever, and that night he's killed. Seems strange to you? Really strange. It does raise a few questions. I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could. Well, I hear he's on the beat today too. He said something about covering a magician. Magician? Well, if it's not Trilogy, that leaves only one other person. It wasn't Valorant Gamma by any chance, was it? Yeah, something like that. He's got some big show lined up, I hear. So he's out interviewing Valiant Gamma. Looks like I'll be heading out to that Coliseum again sooner than I thought. Yeah, I'll give you that reporter's card if you want. Woohoo! This is it, Apollo! The place where magic and dreams converge! So long ago, it was the place where murder and nightmares converged. Let's go and say hi to Uncle Valent! What about the case? Only a poor formal laughs like that! Young Miss Trilogy! How often I hope we'd meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream. Uncle Valent, how's it going? I'm glad to see you too. Of course you are. Humility is definitely not one of his strong traits. Well, Miss Trilogy, how did they find you? If you come to give me flowers, do it after the show. I beg you. Actually, came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show. Oh, it is I who wish to congratulate you. Everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles such as the ones I shall perform. Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture. The word will watch in wonderment as magnifies illusions all aboard. Here on stage by my hand. Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Grandma Miracle is back after a 7-year absence? Miss Trucy, I must apologize. The show and this honor should have been his. The magician in training, Zach Grandma. That terrible thing hadn't. It's okay. My father was a great magician, Trucy. He alive. I, Valence Grandma, would have been proud to stand upon the stage as his assistant. Thanks, Uncle Valence. No, I'm happy you're doing the show. To think we get to see the great and magnified illusions again. Lily's looking forward to this, isn't she? My mentor, the magnificent, magnified Grandma, was a true DT among magicians. Creator God who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imagination. I was so little when I last saw him. I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound. I'm guessing that memory was a bit embellished. 7 long years, the world has been waiting for Milka to match his. There's the Grandma Troop's secret enforcement to provide my God-giving destiny. You, famous face who speaks to the nameless masters. How can I help you? The world was raining. Why did you hold off for 7 long years? Because the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you have heard of the magical law which governs our land. I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic. The performance at Magnified Miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more. 7 years? This story likes to pop up, doesn't it? And why was that? A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy. Can you tell us about these performance rights? Magnified's magical light on an incredible, innovative idea. A trick, if you will. The trick was considered his property and as such was protected by property laws. Intellectual property, maybe? Magnified knew this and inherited in his will to one person. You mean him? Yes, Miss Trucy, it was your father. Zach Gramarai was the inheritor of the Gramarai miracle. As you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago. Let's see where this story is going. The person specified missing for a certain period of time. They're considered legally deceased, correct? In all absoluteness, please conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years. Ah! Yes, Miss Trucy. Though it pains me to say it, this past spring, April 5th was the time. Your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mental Magnify passed to me. This was in fact stipulated in the will by Magnify himself. Is that how it works, Apollo? Yeah? It's called death in absentia. He's declared missing. Permanently. I was wondering if you could tell me about this. Haha, why that bears the Grandma seal. Uncle Valent? Is something wrong? Juicy. Well, did you get this? Huh? Daddy gave it to me. Your daddy? But my partner is that grammar? No, no, no! My other daddy, Phoenix Wright. Right now. Why would your Lord Daddy? This guy's just this whole Iraq thing a bit. This thing jump on the back. Do you recognize it? Belongs to the Zach Gramorai. What? Daddy signed this? I'd be so bold as to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What's in this envelope, I wonder? So, a journalist was here on a story? All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to commit its mysteries to paper. His name was Bruchel? Bruchel. I think he remembers him. He doesn't look too happy about it. Bruchel. That cloying smell of mint when he smiles, yes. Can you tell us more about him? What did he want? Remember the name card on me. Just now. Violent vicious is always towards the violent feet step always forward. That is all. That's all? Very confusing. Phone. Big magic show, yes. I wanted someone to come. Yet he had ears only for that incident. That incident? In any case, I requested that the Scalius Loporto remove himself. A painter has died. What of it? There's a bit of a footnote in the footnotes compared to the magic of Gramorai. Uncle Valent, do you know where the reporter went? I recommend he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators. Hatton Saddle? He was a rude individual. Okay, see that card? Sure. My respectability. I would tear him apart. Ooh, here comes the Apollo. Uncle Violet's big magic trick. Is he going to fix the card? I'm sure that qualifies as big magic. What happened to the big magic? It is not more miraculous for it to stay whipped. I'm really not like that journalist. Now the time has come when I must return to make my prestigious preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy. Thanks, Uncle Valent. 3 days. Make ready for a miracle. What do you think that journalist was after? Why did Valent react like that to this envelope? I think it's time to pay the detective center another visit. I think I hear what you're saying. We're all doing it for the money. End quote. No, 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 not at all. Okay, someone's already meeting here. Maybe that reporter? Hi there! How you doing? Who might you be? Sorry, we didn't know someone was already here. Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey. You're Justice. You know me? Do I know you? Of course I know you. This is on stand till they spill beans. End quote. That's not true. What's he writing? You a reporter by any chance? Ooh, you're Juicy. Am I famous? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Juicy White hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties. End quote. That's so not true. Just hold on to your breeches there. I'll wrap up this interview in a jiffy. Interview? So good. I think I know what's going on today here. Cutting rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote. No, how many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with him. Did you come here to interview the guard? Ooh-wee, what a pickle. Accused wouldn't talk. Had to interview someone who'll go plumb crazy. End quote. I should have guessed. Where's my manners? Name is Brushel. Spock Brushel. I'm not picky. Just close your eyes. Right? End quote. What's that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins? And so they've been interviewed by me. You don't know what thrilling is. Ride walks through crossroads of mayhem and madness. End quote. I can see that. He's writing something again. Well, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something. So, Mr. Bushel, you're a journalist? Me? Look, let me state one thing for the record here. Yes? I'm the interviewer. You understand? Yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here. End quote. Okay. For instance, you think a movie director watches movies? Well, I think he probably does. Exactly. I know you'd understand. Uh-huh. So, I have the murder. You at Drew's studio? Who? Me? Look, let me say one thing for the record. Yes? I may look calm and collected, but I'm busy, real busy, always on the road. Journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back. End quote. I can understand that philosophy, but you want to know the thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport. True enough. Don't they give normal tickets away too? Exactly! See? It's the same thing! What is... So, you want to do a story on Drew Misham? And he never had a story done about him before? That's right! Look, let me say one thing for the record here. What? I'm sure you're going to want to know about my source. What tipped me off to Drew? Why do the interview in the first place? Well, yes. Look, it's like... Oh, I've got it! Say, there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy's going to tell me where he got it? The supermarket, maybe? Exactly! See? That's what I'm talking about! I think I may have actually understood that one. Huh, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Wars have ears, eyes, especially glass wars, with speakers, end quote. Right, guess we'll leave then. Yeah, but since you're here, might as well tell you a bit of news I saw, just for the heck of it. Sure, tell us, just for the heck of it. I remember it like it was yesterday. I seen a movie on a trip and wandered into this burger place of amazing ketchup. An article in a tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil painting stolen from art dealer's gallery. End quote, I believe it was. An oil painting. Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd see that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river. Someone stole an oil painting of a giant peach? Journalists can smell a scoop better than buggers. End quote. Well, how'd it go? Find anything out? Actually, there's one thing I want to check out with you. Look at that scary face you're making. Look at that I know something but I'm not telling face you've got going, Emma. This painting came from behind that dresser. Ah, yes, so? It was stolen, no? I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out. Do you think you could tell us a bit about this? I suppose. It's what you think. You miss him? Was a forger. A forger? So, what exactly is a forger? Well, basically, it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words. Fakes? Copies of an original. Exact copies, so precise you can't tell them apart. Oh, alright, let's photocopy them. The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as the real article. It's a crime, of course. So, Doomison was a criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries. To supplement his work in illustration, I guess. I see. Actually, that's why I bought this here in the first place. What do you mean? When you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. So the rough sketch is like practice for the real thing? Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage. Not in the case of a forgery. Not necessarily, anyway. You know what the finished product is going to look like after all. Oh, yeah, I guess you would. That's why I bought this. I'm going to use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces. I get it now. Not that I really need to go to such lengths, seeing as how one of the paintings was only half finished anyway. Still, it'll be neat to see Mr. Messum's rough sketches. Kind of like when he was wrong when he thought no one was looking. True. That'd be interesting and maybe valuable for our case. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. Failure will get you everywhere, they say. Maybe I should ask him to help us out. Okay, we want to do the rough sketch under the painting. And I was wondering if you two might do the trick. Oh, fine, just this time, though. Let's check it out! Okay, let's put this one out. What? What the heck? Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough. The Devices like mine don't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted to for the wolf. What do you mean? Well, in the past, you could only analyze the composition of a wolf sketch. Composition? In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas? You could say if there had been a wolf sketch. Not what it looked like. And I think I follow you. So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting. Some pros would actually paint out a wolf sketch entirely. Then do a completely new painting on top of that. So Mr. Mission was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them? Possibly. Is there a problem with that? Not particularly. Something about the sketch itself is kind of odd. You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo. Think we could check out another one of the other paintings? Well, sure. You like this detective stuff, don't you? Okay, let's put this one out. This one too? What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden. Think I could just look at the last of these? Fine by me. Knock yourself out. Okay, let's print this one out. What the heck is all this? I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation? Trucy, look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything? Ah! There. Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on? These sketches. All of the 3 cases I worked on. What? The murder in the poker room at the Borscht Bowl Club? The dead man pulling the noodle stand? And then the events that transpired during the Gavineers concert. What could it mean? How could he have drawn those things? And why? That's what I want to know. Wait, is Drew Misham your father? Give me a break! Does that seem even remotely possible to you? I never even heard of any Drew Misham before. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. But there were my cases, drawn on his canvases. Every single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Drew Misham? What did he have to do with me?